Hi everyone and welcome back to a brand new Asphalt 9 video where I will be testing all the new season cars Fueling Max, as well as I will have a look into all the new stuff we have got so far, including the new Sembo Aurora Tour special event, which we haven't got the chance to see for now, and a few more things. So with nothing else to add, let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at this new season overclock showcase event where we have the chance to test all the new cars included within this season at their max stats and of course with their respective overclock boost. This season main car, the Sembo Aurora Tour, will be the one who kicks the Koenigsegg Hemera out of the Elite S-Class event, and as far as I'm aware, it's quite similar to the Koenigsegg CC850 and the Torradion, so I wouldn't say it's a bad car personally. I mean, it's not as overranked as the CC850 was before being slightly improved after its Drive Syndicate, but it still has a rank a bit higher than the performance the car can actually offer. About its performance, I must say that it is the first race I have ever done with it, but the car feels really light and responsive. Of course, not at the same level of the Devil 16, but it's not a hard car to steer or to drive at all, and that's great considering how floaty the Sembo Aurora Tour actually is. I would even say that the Aurora Tour is like a Torradion but with floaty capabilities and a slightly worse nitro efficiency. During this video I will be testing as well the Grand Prix car, which will be required for the first Sembo Aurora Tour special event, and I'm talking of course about the Aston Martin Vantage 2022, and then we have the cars which will be featured in the last car hunt of this update, which is the De Tomaso P900. The De Tomaso P900 felt quite nice while driving it, but you have to be careful since on this overclock showcase event the stats of the cars you are using are not the ones these cars truly have. So if the P900 has that rank, I guess it's for a reason, even though in general it didn't feel bad at all. It might be for collection, but at least it will be somewhat decent in case you want to test it out in multiplayer. On the other hand, however, we have the Aston Martin Vantage EV12 2022, which theoretically should be one of the new D-Class kings thanks to its great top speed, but don't let it fool you. This car feels quite heavy while steering, and the drift radius it has is, with no doubt, quite wide, so it won't be easy to dominate at all. The top speed this car has will be certainly interesting, but it will definitely take some skilled hands to release its full potential. Something interesting I realized is that there are a few quite interesting cars on the overclock showcase as well, like the Rimac Concept 1 and Concept S, as well as the Narain Hyper Coupe and the Bugatti Divo. The Aston Martin DBS Zagato and the Lotus Evija are also required as well, so I think that these 6 cars I just mentioned could be some of the requirements for the first Sembo Aurora Tour special event. The Aston Martin Zagato DBS only appeared once so far, and it was back at the last Drive Syndicate 8, and the Narain is not as common as any of the other cars included on this season showcase event, but what caught my attention the most is the fact that the Tech Rules 8096, which is supposed to have an Unleash event during this season, isn't even featured on this showcase event, but obviously there are many cars involved in this season, so I get Gameloft choose the most interesting or important ones in order to not to make a showcase with, maybe 20 cars or so. So talking about the new season, by the way, the Legends Pass is expected to arrive tomorrow because of some delays, or at least that's what Gameloft told us, so I guess that if the Sembo Aurora Tour first special event isn't out yet, it's because it will appear along the new season Legends Pass. I already talked about this and I will repeat it once again, guys. I really hope that this Sembo Aurora appearing in 2 separate events ends up being something good, where we can actually have the chance to gold max the car in one of the 2 events, because if this is not the case, it would mean that maxing out a car would end up being twice as hard as it is right now, with the double of card requirements as well as half of the epic import parts available on each special event. But only time will tell. I have decided to make this video just to look a bit into the new cars this season is including on the game, but if I decide that the new Sembo Aurora Tour special event requires an in-depth review, I will definitely do it. On the good side of this season, however, we will have some really nice car hunts, like the current one featuring the Porsche Panamera Turbo S, which is arguably one of the best C-Class cars you can own on this game, not only because of its insane acceleration, but also because of its great top speed and nitro efficiency, which makes it a really equilibrated and well-balanced car to own in your garage. We will have a key hunt of the McLaren Senna GTR for for the first time ever since its Grand Prix, as well as the new De Tomaso P900, which will be available for everyone, so seems like a quite nice deal to me in general. And you know, Gameloft already said that we won't have Clash seasons until the next update, so in one side it's bad because there is less to do within the game and, well, you know, many people won't get any Clash rewards, but on the other side it means less stress for all of us, so it's a 50-50 situation, I guess. But you know, one way or another, that's all what I can tell you guys about this new season so far. As usual, I will try to gold max the new Thembo Aurora Tour during its first special event, as well as I will try to get as many epics from all the other cards as possible, even though I'm not that confident about the odds of getting no epics for the Aston Martin Vantage U12 2022, given the fact that it's a Grand Prix car, but we will see. Maybe there are some offers giving some extra epics in the shop. I wish to you all guys the best luck possible with all the car hunts coming through this second half of the current update, as well as with the Grand Prix qualifications, but don't worry because I will try to cover all these topics at some point during this upcoming season. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop your like and subscribe to not to miss anything about Asphalt 9, and I will see you really soon as usual with much more content. Goodbye guys.